Hey folks, so from the other videos on global versus local variables, you should have gotten the fact that if I run this function right here, func, so I define it here and I call it here, what's going to happen is I'm setting counter to 0. Even though I'm setting counter to 1 inside this function, it's a local, it's treated as a local variable. So what's going to happen is that even after I call this function, even though I'm setting it to 1 here, it's going to print out as 0. So inside the function it'll be 1, and then after calling the function it'll be 0. Let's see. Okay. So if that's not clear why that's happening, you should go back and look at the earlier videos. Okay. And this one, the change, and I'll flick back and forth again, so you should notice this is what's changed. So here's the old one, here's the new one. We have this. Now we're declaring counter as global. So now, whenever we refer to global in this function, we're referring to this global variable here, counter. So now what's going to happen is, inside the function, the counter is going to be set to 1. When we run the function, because we're setting the global value of counter, it's going to be 1 afterwards. Let's just check. Yoink, there it is. Okay. All right, now here is a function that is supposed to increment the value of counter. So every time we call the value of counter, it should make it get bigger. So what we want to see, the output we want to see is, before calling func, the counter is 0. After the first call, it's 1. After the second call, it's 2. Then 3. Then 4. Okay. When we do hit run, though, what happens is, yoink, the first print works, but then as soon as we call the function and get here to counter plus 1, it says error, local variable counter, so it thinks this is a local variable, is referenced before assignment. So your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to figure out how to repair this function so that it operates on the global variable counter and get the expected output.